Yeah. We back up in this thing. Y'all see a nigga low dot. Courtesy of our guest today. It's your boy, Mr. Jefferson, to the left of me.
Damn, man, I was stopped because I just feel jealous. I was like, bro, I ain't got my shades on, but
I almost called you a bitch.
All right, bro, why would you do that? Anyway, man, it's Ampavelli back. Another episode, REOP, just like my rude ass co-host just said, man. But let's not take away from our guest. Let's let our guest introduce himself, request it, popular demand.
Yes, indeed.
I thought the mob was gonna get me, man. See, man. So I'm gonna apologize. So we were supposed to do this interview like a long ass time ago, but our DMs be so booming. I be seeing shit, and then man, my brain. I think I got CTE, bro. Yeah. So sometimes I'll look at something and I'll read it, but I'm gonna reply to it. Then I'm like, I forget. But then next thing you know, we dropped one interview. Next thing you know, we seen like a shitload of mentions. I was like, oh fuck, I forgot about bro. Let's tap in with him.
I mean, it just really probably came at a good timing, you know.
Oh yeah, perfect timing because you got a lot of shit going on, so it's perfect time.
If y'all would have did the interview then, I mean, like everything's different on what I'm talking about now. You know what I mean? A lot of shit's happened.
But yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
My name is Benz 47. Yeah. I am the creative director, film director for 47Films. The end is near. I mean, basically, videographer, clothing director. I mean, everything you see with that barcode behind it, that's what I do. I mean, anything in the arts, I do. Whether it be in music, clothing, film, I do it all.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you, man. These some hard ass shades too now.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling real loped out today, you know?
Remind me of Men in Black.
It's Mr. Put-em-ons.
I fuck with that.
You like that?
I fuck with that. I'm gonna go out the riverside after this. You know what I'm saying? See if I can bag me a bunny.
Okay. Shit, you put a barcode on, you might be able to.
Hey, there it is. We got the stamp.
If you scan the barcode, does it do anything, or is it's just a logo?
You won't believe how many times I get asked that, and I'm gonna give you the most disappointing answer ever. It doesn't do anything.
Damn.
It's a dope creative concept though.
Yeah, I mean, so originally when the End is Near was made, it wasn't even supposed to be what it is. I started off with 47Films, and then I started putting the End is Near in my actual videos, like really like low key though. So it'd be like super small, and then I remember I randomly found a barcode font, right? And so I just applied that, and I always like the ideology that like the government and higher ups treat every single human being as like just a number. Yeah. Same with our social security and everything like that. And there's a movie called Idiocracy, and they also have the barcodes on their wrist like I have on mine and stuff like that. So I thought the barcode really fit what the end is near and stuff like that, and it just grew into from a slogan to a fucking cult like clothing brand, bro. So it's just, I got mad love for the people that like fuck with me genuinely and they understand the brand, you know what I mean? So
yeah. So is it kind of like let me like compare it to something. So you know like ASAP Rocky shit like the AUG and all that, how they do videos, they do clothing brand. Is it something kind of similar like that?
Right now it's mainly just videos and clothing. This is my first shows coming up on July 30th. So I mean, the end is near, and then 47Films. It's kind of like I want it to be like that, you know, like a collective of different people you got. So like my homie Primo, he's like my engineer, the end is near engineer at Short Fuse Studios. So I want to do music. I want to have just anything that has to deal with art. I want y'all to feel like the end is near is that, you know what I mean? It's not one thing. It's I want it to be like a family, you know what I mean? Especially within Jacksonville, there's not too many creative outlets and people are clicked up and stuff like that. So it really builds a wall to the talent that we got in the city and stuff like that. So the end is near. Basically, I want to have like a creative hub one day, like a warehouse space where it has like got recording studio rooms, you got stuff to do videos in, podcast rooms, you got this big ass room with a round table, whiteboards everywhere, something just where people in Jacksonville can really come and, you know, feel like they had somewhere to express themselves and stuff like that. Because there's not too many places like that. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah, Jacksonville. Yeah, Jacksonville definitely need that. Because what I don't like is like people come up with these ideas like that in Jacksonville, and then they'll move to like LA or somewhere. They move like Atlanta somewhere.
To a bigger
like,
market,
to do it. Yeah, it's dope that you want to do that in Jacksonville.
Well, we got the talent, bro. I mean, I've been 100%. Doing this for 3 years now, which is not that long. And the amount of stuff I've got done, I'm proud of myself heavily. Just the amount of people I've connected, you know, like getting them with a video or getting them in the studio or something like that. So it's just been a beautiful process from start to finish. And I think, like you said, Jacksonville needs that, because it creates that imaginary wall. Like somebody that's like really wanting to get into rap or getting into the arts in general may feel like they can't do it, and just because of the whole ego thing that a lot of people out here, like, bro, I fuck with everybody. Right. You know what I mean? If you got some talent, I'm gonna actually give you my time, because when I was starting out, nobody wanted to respect me. Nobody wanted to even give me a fucking, you know, a drop of attention, and now people hit me up for any type of advice and stuff like that. So just don't sleep on the little guy, you know what I mean? Because he might be the next biggest fucking thing out, and you look like a dumbass now. So,
exactly.
Now that's real. That's real.
Shit straighten me up too, boy. I'm a little high, so you know what I'm saying? Get me on topic. I talk too much.
Nah, you good, man. Perfect. So, it's your time to shine, to be honest.
For sure. How did you get started with the videography, man? Was that always a passion of yours? Was it like somebody put a camera in your hands? How did that come about?
So the story of that, so I've been basically all my life I wanted to do some type of business. Like, this is my 4th clothing brand. A lot of people don't know that. I've been editing videos. Yo, this is on fire, man.
Oh, shit.
Yo.
Damn, that's crazy.
I just had to be a firefighter, bro. You saw that bit catch on fire?
Bruh, out of nowhere.
That's the thumbnail.
That's the wildest shit I've ever seen.
And we were so calm about it.
Everybody was just chilling. Nobody touched that lighter for what?
Oh, I had faith in you. I knew you was gonna get it out. So
at least 5 minutes.
But tell me, that was like the most chillest, like some shit.
Hey, he said, "Yo, this shit on fire."
Hey, to the viewers, stop buying crackhead lighters.
Yeah, man, don't get them shit.
Show the torch. Bodies only. Please do not buy crackhead lighters.
My homie, he had like a pocket torch, one you could attach to your keychain. Man, I thought that shit was so fire. So
I'm the type of person I'd lose that shit too, though.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's one reason why I don't invest in these. I gotta thank Amp, and Ario Podcast. Thank you, all our lovely supporters, because y'all made these possible.
Yeah.
We keep those here.
So back on the topic, I was editing video game shit as a little kid and shit like that. So I've always done little videos and shit like that. And so basically, probably when I was like 18, I got out of a bad relationship. Got out of high school, like I didn't know what to do with my life. I think everybody kind of, unless you're trying to do sports or you want to go to college for a specific career, I didn't know none of that shit, bro. Like, I graduated and I kind of felt like I had no purpose, you know what I mean? So I started skateboarding again, and then I linked up with my homie named Ethan. He's the owner of Abrasion Skate Co. He's out in LA now, and basically I had this Canon T6 Rebel from one of the clothing brands I was doing, and I was going to take photos of the clothing brand. That shit flopped, blah blah blah. So I ended up doing videos for him. Right, so I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was trying to do document all the skate shit, the events and all that, yada yada. Do keep in mind, I have no clue what I'm doing. So eventually, after a while, I did my first video, and he's like, "Yo, I don't like this. So this is not the Abrasion tapes." So I was like, "Fuck, well, I don't even have an identity for myself."
Right.
So that became the first ever holotape, and I just made it 47Films. 47 has been an important number to me since I was like 14, 15. Rest in peace, Capital Steez. That's who brought that number to attention. But so I made 47Films, and that's basically where it went. So like I've been editing videos and doing the arts and all this shit all my life, bro. But it worked this time because I wasn't doing this shit for nobody else.
Right.
Like. Everything I'm doing is for me. I put clothes out for me. I'm like all those other brands. I did it because I wanted to impress people. I wanted people to be like, "Yo, this shit's cool."
Right.
But like even the words "the end is near" has such a deep meaning and shit to me. You know what I mean? So I think it's successful because I'm just being me. And a lot of people try to be somebody else, and you know, I don't know, like, you know, what to tell them. You know what I mean? It's just be you.
Right.
It works.
Nah, that's real.
Yeah.
So coming up, like, did you have any like inspirations?
Coming up, so my biggest I was heavily influenced into VHS shit. So like I've been, even as a kid, I was collecting records at like 14, 15, like anything from the 1920s to, you know, late 90s rap and everything like that. So I mean, I was always into older technology, like record players and VCRs and shit like that, just the aesthetic of it. So, and then when it came to everything else, I mean, I kind of, in terms of the Indesneer as a clothing brand, I wanted to kind of paint the picture that people don't want to fucking see. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's so damn positive, but the world's not really positive. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much fucked up shit going on, and we just, I don't know, we tell ourselves everything's okay, but the fucking world might be blowing up tomorrow. You know what I mean? So, that's just, you know, I mean, maybe that's what I would call it. But
yeah, you never know what happened, because our studio almost got set on fire just now. So
yeah,
so you never know.
Yeah, anything could happen. Yeah, that's crazy still. So you say you've been doing it for about 3 years. What have been some of your biggest challenges? What have been some of your biggest accomplishments?
So, biggest challenges, and I think this is for any creative, is getting people to actually appreciate your work and the time that you put into it. I've noticed, like, me coming up as a videographer and even doing clothes, like, people don't respect you until you got fucking, like, numbers and shit. Biggest challenges is, like, getting people to respect the prices you charge, because, like, bro, I dead ass lock myself in a fucking room for hours and hours, from the sun comes up to the sun comes down. I'll be up till 6, 7, 8, 9 in the morning, and then waking up 12, 1 p.m. doing it all over again. Like, it's like, I don't know how other people are, bro, but like, I be going fucking insane. Like, my sanity is at cost, just so like I can really put shit out, bro. So like, that's another challenge, is like, you know, what my fucking mental health is like. I mean, y'all know, y'all in the same field type shit. Is like, some people might not think y'all shit's worth it when y'all know how much work y'all put in, and shit like that. And it's mad disrespectful, and the self-doubt, you know, not knowing if you're doing the right thing or if you're meeting the right people, chilling with the right people.
Right.
Just being a creative in general, because like, people that work 9 to 5s, I mean, you know, no disrespect to people that work jobs, that shit's hard as fuck, you know. But being a creative, you don't have no guideline.
Yeah.
You don't have no guideline. You don't have no do this, do that, bro. It's either you fucking do something with what you're given, or you don't, and you just fucking, that's it. You wasted time, you wasted money.
Yeah.
So like, I don't have a plan B, bro. It's this shit works, or, you know, that's it. Like, that's how I look at my brand. That's how I live my life. Like, I know this shit will work. Like, one day I'm gonna look back on this podcast and I'll be like, damn, I actually made it, and this is where I was, and I said I was gonna make it.
Yeah, it's always good to have, because everybody like, yeah, you gotta have a plan A, plan and plan B, but like, sometimes, man, you if you make a plan B, you're gonna be focusing more on that shit, because you're gonna be like, damn, I'm gonna use this as an escape route. Like, hey, if I don't make a certain amount by doing my videos and doing my content, like, hey, I'm gonna go work at this job and whatnot. So it's good to just like focus on that only. But like, this, if I don't do this, I ain't gonna do shit else with my life. So
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good way to just like look forward to different things. So with your videos and whatnot, how do you stand out from like other directors?
Honestly, the biggest thing that makes me feel like I stand out is the amount of time, and especially if we're talking about a city, the amount of time I'll like put into storyboarding, the relationships I build with these artists. I don't look at like music videos and shit as money. Like, I genuinely give a fuck about your music and how you look and what you do. And I think that's one of the biggest things that separates me. Like, I got people that refer to themselves as Indesneer artists, and I ain't got no fucking record label. My homie Benny Banks, his first one of his first projects in a long time, he's naming it The End Is Near. You know what I mean? I got people with my fucking, he's got his barcode tattooed on his chest. Like, I genuinely give a fuck about your music and what you're doing, and I'm gonna do what's necessary to make sure your image looks that way. And I mean, in terms of my knowledge on the VHS aesthetic and shit, I actually have like multiple VHS cameras, being VHS-C, mini DV. There's not too many. I don't think there's actually any directors that has the team I have. I have a behind-the-scenes director. I have lighting assistants. I have editors. I have like, and they all do it out of love. I'm not paying them yet.
Right. I
want to pay them, but right now we're building.
Right.
You know what I mean? Every dollar is going back into what we're doing. And then when we make it, bro, I'm like, trust me, y'all gonna be having nice houses and, you know, everything you want.
Right.
Just try. I tell them the only thing I require from y'all is trust me in the vision and trust me I'm putting y'all where y'all need to be.
Right.
That's all I ask. You know what I mean? And they've done that. So I can't ask for much more, you know what I mean? So
hey, shit, that's what matters most. Strong support team, you can go anywhere, do anything.
But yeah, I mean, back to the question. I think that's just what makes me different is like I just genuinely give a fuck if we're working. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna really take the time to visualize like the video from start to finish. You know what I mean? So
I think it shows in your aesthetic as well.
I appreciate that. It means a lot.
So when you say you care more about the song, have you ever got somebody like hit you up and like, hey, can you do the video real quick? And you listen to the song, you're like, damn, I ain't really fucking with the song like that.
I found myself in that position, not a lot, but I've been there. My advice, are you asking me for like advice how to get through it or?
Nah, how do you get through it? Like what's it?
Or you could answer that and then you could give somebody that's trying to get into the game some advice.
So if you're like trying to do a video, then the music, the song is whack, just listen to the beat. That's what I do. I listen for the claps, the bass, the 808s, like everything. I mean, I dissect the beat. And that's another thing about like being a videographer. You got to be able to have an ear as well as an eye. You know what I mean? Because if you're like just randomly transitioning clips randomly throughout the song, you look like a dumbass. It ain't flowing. You got to create flow in your videos. You know what I mean? So I mean, I've had that issue, but it doesn't really bother me because I don't listen to lyrics. I'll just listen to the beat.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when you coming up with like your treatments and whatnot, how long do you sit with the song?
It depends on the song. I did a video with Black Toilet called Dear Light.
I'm sorry. You said black what?
The Black Toilet.
Toilet?
The Black Toilet. Don't even do that. I see your eyes about
the name is
shit. He's a goat.
The name is just
he's a goat.
It struck me. You know what I'm saying?
It's different, bro.
I've heard far worse names, so that shit didn't.
But yeah, his name's the Black Toilet. He's a part of a collective called Computer Food. I did a video with him before he even knew it. I had the whole treatment. The song's called Dear Light, and at the back end there's a poem. And at that time in my life when I was like, you know, doing the treatment for the actual video, I was feeling, you know, the song was like kind of speaking to me. So I wrote the whole poem out word for word. You know what I mean? That's like how important that shit was. And I like, there's some songs that I had to sit down and fucking like, yo, let's playing this shit out. And then there's some song, it's like when you're like thinking of something, or you're, you know, like when you're in bed and you have thoughts, like you can see it. And I just feel like my gift, like I'm able to do that a little bit more than what a normal person could. You know, it's not on an ego tip. It's just like I dead ass, like I sit there and fucking think about shit.
Right.
Overthink shit a lot. It's got its pros and cons. But if it's a song I'm not really fucking with, or if it's a song that's not really like I'm not getting something in my head, then I kind of like to I go about it in like multiple ways. I'll either find older films or some free sauce. Go to different movies. I actually really love movies that were made in like the 50s, 60s, and in maybe even early 90s. The cinematography, the way they film it, just the even the LUTs. You watch movies, I mean, taking movies and making music videos is like really cool to do. So like if I'm not fucking with the song or it's not speaking to me, I'll just look at a movie, try to get some inspiration, you know, from that, and try to redo it, make it my own. So it's not like just strictly biting, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, you just got to rewire some shit, you know what I mean? Make it yours, you know what I mean? So
an example, you talking about how you remember the Drake Knife Talk video?
I don't really listen to Drake like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So one thing that I was gonna say was it makes me think about how Spike Lee does the like person moving.
Yeah, Spike Lee's crazy
in every one of his movies.
Okay.
And you see that in music videos. So like Kendrick Lamar had him floating through the city.
Insane. I'm glad you see. Now we can
know,
talk. Kendrick's one of my top.
His videography is
Insane.
like their treatments are definitely tailored to the videos. Like you're talking about, they you could tell that they care a lot about how the aesthetic fits with the song. But do you feel like videography, or let me say this, let me say it better. Do you feel like music videos today is becoming a dying art form?
It depends on who you ask. Like for me, I see a lot of the same shit. I mean, I see how it could be a dying art form, but then again, you got people like Cole Bennett and Lone Wolf. All it takes is that one dude, and then the shit's back. So I don't think art in general can ever die. I just think it's just changed. It's just it's like a liquid,
for
bro.
A second, and then
it's like a liquid. I mean, whatever container you put it in, that's what it's gonna be. So I mean. I think shit's getting a little repetitive right now. I think that's a better word for it. It's repetitive. People are doing the same effects, and that's kind of why I steer away from the some of the masking effects, where like the clone shit. It's just because so many people do it, and like I don't know. It's no hate on them. It looks cool. It's just I've seen it like 80 fucking times. You know what I mean? So and same with the VHS aesthetic, bro. That shit's burnt out, but I just genuinely love it. Like I'm gonna ride that shit till the wheels fall off.
Burned out.
Well, I'm talking about like the difference I have found is you got the overlays and the effects. I do not like effects and overlays, VHS. I mean, I use them, but I'm getting to the point now where I like the actual mini DV, VHS, transcoding the fucking clips myself. And you can, if you get one of those cameras, you can make effects yourself. Right. If I wiggle the RCA cords or some shit like that, it makes static and the shit that that people are paying fucking hundreds of dollars for, you can make at home. With one of those cameras.
I think Cole Bennett even proved that with the videos he shoots on his iPhone and such. So,
bro, he's the thing with the iPhone shit, bro, is he's doing that. Cause it's like it opened up a whole new gate. Now you got people trying to record on fucking Nintendo DSs, and like how shitty can we make this video and still make it look good?
Right.
But the thing with Cole Bennett though, you gotta think of like his location, like trying to do some shit like that in Jacksonville, like where we don't have creative centers and dope shit. Like if we go to downtown, bro, it's just all you can do there is get drunk or get fat. That's it. Or watch the fucking football game. Get pestered by like 80 homeless people that need help.
I think another big thing is that there are no production studios.
No, the closest thing is Studio 3E. I don't even know if that shit's still open.
And a lot of those are like very, and this is no disrespect, but they're like straightforward. Let me say it like that. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, hey, we got a psych wall at this one location in Jax. We have one spot, a few. That you can actually bring a car into. I just said to say that there are very limited resources when we talk about production. When you go to Atlanta, your studios, you can completely transform, office space and make it look like a doctor's office or, a funeral, a funeral home, things of that sort. So here it is a lot tougher to bring those things together.
But my question is like, why is it got to be like that? It's like, I don't know if it's the city.
I think like Amp said, it's people that have these ideas, and once they have the opportunity or the money, they take it to other places.
They leave,
That is true. I mean, but on the flip side of that, I understand. I mean, doing what I do, like I don't step on toes or anything. I still got people that hate on me. I mean, I don't ever get a message or no hate mail, but I hear things. I don't, I'm not the type of person to get all mad. People gonna hate you to hate you just because. But I understand why people feel they need to go somewhere else, because within Jacksonville, like what's the last fucking crazy show you've been to?
Shit, I can't tell you the last show I've been to.
What's the last crazy function that you've been to where nothing popped off? Art Walk's dying. I went to Art Walk probably a month ago shooting with Kev, and the same olds. That shit look dead. I don't know how it is doing now, but it disappoints me. We're the biggest city. We got so much fucking talent. The amount of talent, and that talent feels like they need to leave because the city doesn't have nothing to offer them.
Yeah.
So it's just it's a vicious cycle. You know what I mean? So it's, if you want the talent to stay here, and that's my goal, bro. I mean, I might have to move to Atlanta. I might have to move to LA. But am I gonna come back and do what I need to do? Yeah.
Right.
Because this city bro. People don't. This is gold. Jacksonville is gold, and they don't see it. They don't see it.
There's so much opportunity, and I think the biggest thing is acquiring the land here. Once we can start to acquire some of the land that is, available, or buy some of these folks out, because there's a lot of land just sitting throughout Jax that people are not utilizing, and we create more creative spaces throughout the city. I definitely think that this could become a hub. What they did with the Daily Center, if we were to build enhancements ourselves that kind of correlate and do attract artists to come, it would make it a major difference. It still blows my mind to think that Jacksonville was supposed to be Hollywood, and we still have this space, and since then no one's taken any initiative to try and make those efforts.
I don't see, this is the thing is like,
and of course I'm not saying that Jacksonville could be Hollywood today, but
it might be, though. It could. The thing is, I think a lot of people that are empowered to make those decisions are still stuck in a different era. They think this. I mean, look at the architecture of Jacksonville. It's it's very industrial. It's like a fucking working class. That's what they think it is. It's 2022. I mean, most people doing TikToks and shit. They trying to hustle the internet. I mean, that's the beauty of our generations. These new generations that are coming up, everybody looks at them as stupid, but shit, they getting a bag off doing a fucking dance. Right. And you had a 9-to-5 sweating your ass off, bitching every week, looking forward to a fucking paycheck and a weekend with the boys, just to do it all over again.
Exactly.
That's some real shit.
So my question is like, I feel like it's a mixture of the city, and I feel like it's a mixture of the people. I mean, it's a constant clash. Like, the city don't want to do shit. I mean, we got homeless people everywhere. We're not fixing that problem, bro. I did a End Is Near homeless drive. That shit, I spent the GoFundMe raise, I think it was like, I don't even remember. It was like $200 to $300. Went to the Dollar Tree, got a lot of shit. All that shit, it took me an hour to make all those bags. It was gone in an hour. Like, the amount of homeless people that just came came, it's sad, bro. Like, people need help. And I just seeing that, like, raising that money and doing all that, I was like, yo, I'm gonna be out here for a little bit. Fuck no. And when you got abandoned buildings everywhere, you got homeless people everywhere, what does that look like to tourists? Right. What does that look like to bigger people that possibly could change Jacksonville?
Right.
You know, I don't know politics. I don't know the politics. I'm not gonna sit here and speak like I know on something I don't. But it makes me wonder, like, does the city want to see the city fucking suffer? Yeah. It's like, we got money for police, we got money for pigs to make them fucking look like, some Call of Duty soldiers, but we ain't got money for a city to make it look better. I mean, look at the short fuse alleyway, bro. That shit been a fucking graffiti piss land since I've been a kid. You know what I mean? Like, we need to clean ourselves up, and then I think everything else will fall in place, because the artists don't want to stay here, because the artists feel like there's nothing to stay to.
Yeah.
The city don't have nothing. City got the art going away, so they feel like they don't need to invest in the art.
Sometimes some of the artists don't want to stay here because it's a little dangerous for them also.
True indeed.
And a lot of the shit downtown, like most of those like churches and shit own a lot of that. So that's one of the main issues. And they don't want to sell none of this shit.
I keep hearing that.
Another issue is this. Since we've lost Come Together Day, there's been nothing that artists really have to look forward to in the sense of a real opportunity to, grind throughout the year. And at the end of it, I go and shine at this event in front of a big crowd of people I never would have had the opportunity to before, through my network and through my, again, resources and such. I think in that regard, like you mentioned earlier, there are a lot of walls up in certain circles and things of that sort that does limit or make it harder for artists with a lot of talent to get an opportunity.
100%. I mean, just like you said, like, When I first started, bro, I'm not even gonna tell you the situation or put names out, but like I stopped fucking with people because that person stopped fucking with them. And as years went on, me and that person weren't even cool no more. So like I lost potential relationships. I stopped fucking with people that like we were fine. You know what I mean? So like I feel like a lot of people feel like they have this weird dedication to their homie to hate on somebody they don't know, and I think that fucks you up. My biggest advice is, bro, unless that person directly did something to you or did some foul shit, like if there's some foul shit, all right, you know, I get it. But if it's something like he said, she said, I fucked your bitch, or, you know, he said that, fuck, like that's, bro, if you over 20, what are you doing? Focus on your career, bro. All the, like, you ain't got time for that, bro. The fucking, the gossip and the politics ain't gonna get you nowhere. It ain't gonna take your career nowhere. So like, bro, just reach out to people, bro. Like I talk to everybody, you know. I'm cool with everybody. I don't walk into places feeling bigger than anybody because, like I said, the little man might show you something that you didn't even know was possible. So it's like, stop. If you feel like you got to beef with somebody because somebody's beefing with them, don't do it, bro. Just, you know, give everybody a chance, and whatever your experience is, that's how you should move. Don't base your experience off other people's experiences. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think the community, and another thing I've noticed being at shows, because I'm almost at like every event that be coming through, artists will perform, their friends will watch their friend perform, and then they dip. Mm-hmm. They don't no networking.
That's always been an issue.
Right, so like it sucks, bro. Like imagine you're just super fire, bro, and you have like no crowd at all. Your own city paid money to come in and then dip early. You know what I mean? Like, it's gotta fuck your mental up to think you're trash, bro. So I'm super blunt with people. When people show me music I don't like, I'll tell them, like, yo, I don't like it. But it doesn't mean it ain't for someone else. Just what I hate, someone else might love. Right. So I try to be fair with people, bro, because like you can't tell people what's good, what's bad. I mean, you know, there's that borderline where shit needs to look a certain way and sound a certain way, like quality of the vocals and where you're getting it mixed and mastered at. You know, that shit's important. But if it's like somebody's doing some baby voice or some weird shit that you wouldn't like, somebody else might love it, bro. You got like, I can't imagine what the next 10 years, 20 years of music is gonna go.
True indeed.
It's gonna be.
They tried to do that Mickey Mouse shit.
They still do the Mickey Mouse shit.
Yeah, I know.
They still do the Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I ain't gonna say no names, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Bro, there's this dude on Instagram that be doing the King of the Hill voice. Yeah. Bro, you know how much bread he's making just from imitating the voice and doing the TikToks and shit.
Well, he's like rapping with this shit?
Yes, bro. Yeah. He's sliding too.
I'm about to check that out.
You got SpongeBob rappers. You got, bro, like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, if you don't care how you look, bro, you can go do dumb shit. You can go look at Loaf and, you know, the big YouTubers, bro. Like, if you're not making money and you don't have no job, that's on you. Like, you just broke and you fucking lazy. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you got to wake up every day, you know, wanting to do something. I get people have down days. Like, even in my, like, darkest days where I don't want to do shit, you know what I mean? Like, I'm super burnt out on everything. I still try to get something done. Yeah. Even if I don't like it. I still try to do something just to keep the torch fucking lit. Because it's easy to burn out, bro. I'm telling you. It's like, I don't know if y'all went to college or anything, but I went to community college. I dropped out. I was like, yeah, I'll go back. Fuck no, I never went back. It's like that, bro. It's just easy to burn out with the creative juices. You know, there's some people that are born with the talent, and then there's some people that really work for it, and that's what I'm worried about the most. You know, it's just like not keeping up that workflow just because you had like one bad day.
Right.
You know, it just fucks up the future. You know what I mean?
You're talking that talk right now.
Yeah, because you had one bad day, you sit on your ass. Next thing you know, you done had about
10 bad days.
10 bad days. Next thing you know, you ain't make no money,
bruh. Hey, talk that talk, man. Shit. Especially as a creative, every day is a grind. Every day is a hustle. You always, even on a day like you say, to where you don't want to do shit. At bare minimum, you should be utilizing your brain and thinking about what you can be doing, what can be your next steps. You know what I mean? Putting a plan together so that when you are moving and you are active again, and then you do got motion, you can start to put all of those things into play. But man, like I say, you talking that talk, so
yeah. Also, with a creative, sometimes you may see yourself working maybe like 17 hours that day. You like, I just work 17 hours busting my ass, but at least I'm doing it for myself and not somebody else.
Straight up.
Which is like, look at, I don't know if y'all seen that thing on Twitter, Instagram, the Burger King employee that put 26 years in. I mean, I get both sides. Like, you chose to be a Burger King for 26 years, but that's a long time. I'm 23 years old, you know what I mean? Like, that's longer than I've been alive. Yeah, and all he got was a goodie bag, bro. They couldn't give him a little vacation to some bullshit place.
Right.
That's the thing is, and
especially if they gonna make a deal out of it, like
some other people, like, people had to do a GoFundMe to get him a bag.
Yeah, they got him a big bag. But what I do also have to think about is this. I'm not sure if he was in management.
He wasn't.
Okay, so
he was just working 27 years. He ain't clock out nothing.
That's on him.
And it was so bad. See, it was so bad he couldn't even take a vacation to see his family.
That's crazy.
He's working 27 years straight.
That man's a private investigator.
Like, it's gotta be more to the story as to why he decided to stay there all them years. Like, I'm hoping that was a second job for many of those years or something. You know what I mean? But either way, they definitely shit on him. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I always think about is this: Florida's an at-will firing state, and there are a lot of states like that. They can fire you for any reason. Walk in and, hey man, I don't like your hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even worry about coming back. And that's one thing I always take very highly. You know what I'm saying? Or took very highly when I was working. In the sense this, if you feel like you're gonna be disrespectful on the job, but you feel like you're gonna try and control me and work me to death, hell, I could do better on my own. You know what I'm saying?
So this is like my perspective, and it started as a kid. I mean, I was brought up by my grandparents. My grandfather, he owned a business for over 25 years, so I didn't like have no dad, mom, giving me those guidelines. I was learning like strictly business shit at a young age, because he was a nerd growing up. Like, shout out to my papa. He, caretaker everything. You know what I mean? I didn't learn, like, instead of learning how to fix cars and doing all the man shit that, like, it's stereotypical shit, I was learning like fucking comic books and how to flip them and, just money shit. You know what I mean? Right. So I had that mentality at a young age. Like, I worked the jobs. I mean, I worked at Mercedes-Benz, GameStop, Zoomies, like, bullshit shit. But like, I had always that hustle mentality, bro. Like, I wanted to, like, I had the clothing brands. I was always trying to flip tees and just have something. But like, I was doing this at like 15, 16, 17. Like, I just didn't have the knowledge. I didn't have the resources. Like, I was going to the mall getting 25 shirts made for like $300. Like make no money type, like break even or go negative. So like, it's a learning process. So like with the job shit, like, I was brought up to like, just my personally, bro, it's just like, you're so replaceable in like 10, 20 years, 30 years from now. Like, I can't imagine what the fucking artificial intelligence is doing. The AIs, like, what happens when they take over physical labor jobs? Like, bro, I know I probably sound crazy, bro. I just think there's going to be like a whole nother industrial revolution in like the working class, and it's just going to be fucking some crazy shit's finna go down.
You already see it now. You go on Walmart right now. You don't see no cashiers no more. Right. No, everything is checkout.
Self-checkout. And that's like what I'm trying, like, when I say want to see this job shit is a super touchy fucking subject, and I bet y'all have dealt with it, because when somebody's working a job and they have nothing else but that job, it kind of seems like you're disrespecting them. Like, me personally, bro, I stay home all day, edit videos, sell t-shirts, and plan for the fucking clothing brand / film. To someone that's busting their ass for $10 to $15 an hour, getting disrespect, because you got to think a workplace environment is probably just a bunch of pissed off motherfuckers.
Definitely,
you know what I mean? It's just bad energy.
Most of them they come in with a bad mood.
And you tell them you're just sitting there smoking on a computer, chilling on the AC. If you want to go play some Apex Legends, if you want to go do whatever, and you make $400 to $500 or $375 a video. Yeah. You know how much that just sounds like you're trying to shit on them, trying to be disrespectful. And
you remember that shit? Me and Joe did a Twitter Spaces at like 2 p.m. and somebody retweeted it. It was like, "Hey, y'all niggas need to get a job."
It's just like,
well,
people don't believe in you until they make it, bro. And that's the thing, bro. It's like, I have more respect for people See, I don't want to say that because I got respect for people that have a job too.
I mean, look, I definitely got respect for both sides. If
that's
you
what I'm
work a
saying.
job, it's very commendable because you put up with a lot of bullshit. Whether it's your coworkers, just dealing with your coworkers,
exactly.
Whether it's your management, you know, the corporate structure, shit like that. No opportunities for raises. That's another thing I think is bullshit when it comes to jobs. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And you gotta remember, some people they need structure too.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
And that's another thing. And that's another thing.
And that's another
thing. And that's another like some people just have to have it. Like they have no choice. They have no choice, and it sucks, bro. It makes me sad that there's like really gifted people and they don't do nothing with it because they're stuck in that vicious loop of paying bills or catching up on bills they couldn't afford. And I mean that's why I think the system from the get-go is set up against us. Like, you got to have some type of ace in the hole or some type of, you know, other activity going on to really get to where you need to be. And what I tell all the homies that are doing, that have regular jobs, I'm like, bro, just every check, I know you're going to starve. I know things aren't going to be able to pay for it. Just go to the studio, get that video, do this, do that. Because I guarantee if it works, bro, you ain't going to be worried about that fucking check.
Exactly.
Yeah. Consistency is key. I used to rap, and that's one thing that I didn't see. You know what I mean? I couldn't see that vision, you know. Hey, if you keep it up, you know, it will pay off over time. It's going to be a slow grind. And, you know, after a few years in, you know, and falling on hard times, it was like, hey, look, this is, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't had that push no more, you know, so.
What's another thing is I think people get comfortable too.
Yeah.
They get stuck in a routine. Like, my biggest thing was like, yeah, you're making this amount of money, and then you're going out on the weekends and partying, and drinks are like what, like $5 to $6 minimum. It's like, bro, you're working to go out, and that's just me saying you have no family and no girl. Yeah. You know, that's me just assuming.
Right.
It's just like I don't see how people do it. I don't see how people do it. They just do the same fucking thing over and over. I just don't see how people get fed up. Like me personally, as a person, head ass, I just can't see myself working somebody else's dream, waking up every day, looking forward to a paycheck. And like my only amount of happiness I really get is my off days. And that's if I'm in a good situation at home. Cause like, you know, people that struggle, like money stress is real. You know what I mean? It affects everybody. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I feel bad for people. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But it's just, I hate that people just like, fuck, just take the chance.
Right.
Do it. Just do it. Because, like, I don't know, though. You know, like, it's hard to speak when you're not in somebody's shoes.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just I'm just talking with y'all. But, like, if this was a regular conversation, like, I'm not even going to be talking to y'all about that.
Right.
Yeah.
Politics, religion, none of that.
But yeah, it's just always unfortunate to see somebody, if they got like talent, to waste it, whether they working a 9 to 5 or not. Because some people, they be jobless and they be working, they be wasting their talent. So
sitting on their ass. Yeah.
Exactly.
But again, yeah, I definitely do commend, you know, those who grinded out their jobs, and I 100%. Say there are people that love their jobs. So you know what I mean. Like if you one of those people that gotta work, find a job that you love, God willing, you know what I mean. Because not everybody does, but you know, try your hardest, and what you do, like at least, you know what I mean. Grind it out. All of that shit. But
see, I put that in a whole different category. Like people that find jobs that they genuinely love, like I feel like that's their thing. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like it don't feel like work. I'm talking about jobs you pulling up to and you fucking
you sit in the car if I gotta
deal with Brittany again, I'm gonna lose my shit. Like I don't like that type of work, you know. But like I see, like if you ain't got no job though, like you better be hustling, bro. Like I just don't get if you do not work or you don't have nothing, I just don't sit around.
Yeah, some type of hustle.
Because you might wake up one day and just fucking, you regret it all. That's my biggest thing, bro. Is just, I am so, that's the thing that keeps me up at night, is feeling like I'm not doing enough or doing the right things, or I'm giving too much energy to people that don't want to, you know, do anything with me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like trying to help an artist out that doesn't even give a fuck what I'm trying to do.
Right.
You know, I haven't had that issue yet. A lot of the artists I work with, like, they're like, you know, the end is near family. You know what I mean? So I'm blessed to be in the situation I am. I know I'm gonna get to that bridge one day where it's gonna be like that, but once I get there, I'll have to figure out how to handle it. Until then, I don't have that issue. You know what I mean?
So as far as the videos, like, how do you build your clientele?
So at the beginning, I was going to events, like a shitload, like any event possible, whether it was the trashiest event or the craziest, because like pre-COVID, like, yo, the underground shows were getting crazy. You know, shout out to Walker Flocker, Nights at Concrete. That shit was insane. Like, just talking to people and doing recap videos, like, of the artists that perform. Those build connections. Recaps lead to music videos lead into interviews lead into everything. You know what I mean? So I did a lot of free work. I still do free work, but it's got to be like a co-benefiting, relationship. Like, I'm not going to be doing free work for somebody that doesn't, believe in themselves or doesn't have something that's going to benefit me as well. You know what I mean? So it just don't make sense. But there's times where I see artists that can't afford my prices, and if they're fire as fuck, I'm going to do you a discounted video or a free video just so you can get your shit out. It's not going to be nothing crazy. I'm not storyboarding, but you're going to get a 4K quality video. But my biggest advice, bro, is, especially, and the biggest thing with people starting out, and I did the same shit, is they get like a year in and they feel like everybody has to pay them. They feel like everybody has to pay them. And if they're not paying whatever they think they deserve, it's not worth it. Yeah. No, dude. You need to be doing as much free work, because my biggest question to people is either you're doing it for the money or you're doing it for the craft and the love of the craft. And that's where I'm at. Yeah. I don't, the money's good. It excels me. It gets me better equipment. I'm throwing a whole fucking show for free. Right. Because of the money. Y'all paid for a free show. Right. And it's not no bullshit show either. It's got actual popping artists in the city. Right. It got fucking 678, which is Digital Nas's artist, coming from Atlanta. Max P, if y'all know who that is. He was a fucking huge name in 2017. Still making crazy music. I work with him daily. But just work with people, dude. Like, if you're in it for the money, you're going to get burnt out real quick. Like, you're going to hit a lot of walls. You know what I mean? So just get the work in. And once people, and that's another thing, is building those relationships with people, because you'd be like, yo, damn, that video he shot is fire. Who shot that? Boom, another client. So, I mean, just keep working, bro. Keep making connections. If you feel like they deserve to have a discounted video or, free video, do it. Don't be scared. And I'll say that shit on camera. I don't give a fuck. Like, there's people that need to pay, and there's people that, like, they don't have the money and they need help. Yeah. If you got the talent, bro, I'm going to invest my time in you. Like I said, it's not going to be nothing crazy, no crazy effects, but you're going to have a nice looking video, some basic shit, but it's going to look 4K. It's not going to look like you shot the shit on a fucking Android. Right. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I bet either way they appreciate it.
For sure. Exactly.
Like, who the fuck would turn out a free video?
And people are assholes.
You said some assholes?
Yeah. I don't even want that free shit.
Damn, man, I had a question and that shit made me laugh and I forgot.
Hey, I couldn't imagine, like,
I'm vibing. I couldn't feel like an interview.
I couldn't imagine, like, I shoot a video for somebody for free. They'd be like, hey, can you add some more effects to it?
Actually, I've had that.
I could only imagine how many times you've had that. I've had that nigga probably say, hey, man, that was cool and all, but I mean, I like what you did on this one.
No, I've had that 100%, bro. You know what I tell him? Like, bro, if you want to throw me a little bread,
I got
throw
you.
Throw me a little 50 piece. I might put a little VHS on
there. What they say? Never mind.
No, I mean, some of them do it, some of them don't. I mean, like, if I'm working with a bigger artist, like when I worked with DC2 Trill, if he needed something, I'm like, let's get it done. I got you. You know what I mean? Because, like, I'm cool with him. I'm cool, like OG Marco. Yeah. I mean, he pays me at a discounted rate. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like, because I get clients off him. Right. And shit like that. I don't mind. Right. If it benefits both of us, I mean, do it, bro. It don't make sense. Like just anything you do. Like, it just gotta make sense. I mean, a lot of people overthink shit, bro. I overthink shit, but I've been trying to get better at that.
Shit, we all do that, man.
Man, talk about it. And I think it happens even more so when you're a creative, because again, like I said earlier, there are no guarantees when you're a creative. You can't depend on a 9 to 5. So there are times to where you're charging more, and it's like, yo, I don't even want to, I don't even want to charge at this point. You know what I mean? So I'm doing what I can. You know what I mean? Like, man, and not even to say charging more. What I mean is like, what you would normally, you might take on more clients at a shorter time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to come out of a hole or this or that. You know what I mean? Deal with setbacks. So yeah, I think even more as a creative, like being in your head and overthinking can be one of the biggest challenges.
Which, I mean, just like recently, dude, the inflation with the gas and everything, like,
talk about it.
Like, my prices has not changed. Like, I didn't raise my prices with that shit because I just didn't think it was fair. Like, I want to, you know what I mean? Because it don't make sense. I'm paying, because I drive a fucking Mercedes. The premium is like almost $6-7, and it's like $90 to just to fucking pull out the driveway.
And that ain't no sedan.
No, that's the big body. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. It's a weird situation. I don't really have the answers for it, because like, I'm at a weird point in my time where it's like everything's going up and I'm still charging the same prices. So it's like, I'm getting to the point where like I want to start doing more cinematic shit, and I want people to like fucking invest in them. Like, I charge a price, bro, but at the same time, you gotta think you're investing in your image. Like, whatever the price is, we can make, like, if somebody came up to me and was like, yo, here's $1,000, what can we do? That shit gonna look fire.
Oh yeah, you go to the moon. Yeah,
you gotta understand, is like, a lot of these people want running guns. They don't want concept. They just want to pull up to random locations. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, I'm getting burnt the fuck out on running guns. I'm getting tired.
I'm tired of seeing running guns.
That's what I'm saying. I want costumes and makeup and
people don't see that vision anymore. People. That's where I say, not to say, I think earlier my questioning was wrong. It'll never be a dying art form. People see things and want to innovate old videos and things of that sort. But I think it's become stalemated for sure.
Yeah, it's just at a weird spot. I mean,
with the select few, videographers, and I just mean that on like a more broad scale. Of course, there are those that stand out. One of my favorite artists that's getting recognition right now is Duke Deuce, and I think his videos are very creative for his records. I think that they fit the aesthetic. As far as how they're shot, what's going on inside of them, all of that,
Yeah, the thing is, another thing is, bro, is like, there's so many fucking creative like artists. There's so many videographers. Like, there could be somebody changing the game right now, and they have 12 subscribers.
Right.
So it's like it's hard to fucking like say what's happening, because you never really know what's happening, and it's really hard to be original because nothing's original. You know what I mean? So like, everything's been done, so you just gotta
put your own twist on it.
Yeah, that's what I tell people. Like, bro, just make it yours. Don't copy paste. You'll be straight. You know what I mean? So it's just like, there's so much shit going on, bro. There's so many different creative people, and y'all two could like have the same fucking idea, not even know each other.
Right.
And it's 100%. So that's just how it be. I mean, just create. Don't overthink what he's doing. Like, with me, when I make clothes, and I'm not asking nobody else. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing one drops. Once it sells out, I ain't re-releasing it. So it's like art. I treat my t-shirts like they're canvases.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So I don't know where I was going with that, but you know what I mean?
Nah, I'm
See, you made perfect points. Yeah. Hey, how you feel about like videographers trying to like outshine the artists now? So I seen this one video the other day. I forgot who was the dude that did the video, but like the dude had like a 30-second like drop at the beginning of it, like with art effects and shit. I was like
with his name?
Yeah, with his name. He was the shit was like 30 seconds. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I don't know about all that. It's a little.
And I've been seeing it a lot lately. I ain't seen one that was 30 seconds, but I seen one where like a dude had like a loud ass director's tag, kind of like a producer tag on his shit, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I mean, for my like titling, I just put it in the video. Like, I don't have nobody saying like 47 Films shop.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be kind of fire, but
That'd be cool.
I just feel like I don't know, man. It's just I ain't done it yet. But like 30 seconds, that's a little long.
Yeah.
Like if it's just all about like if it's 30 seconds of just your name.
I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't even work with your ass. I'd be like, look, bro, you gotta take all that shit off.
It's like half a minute. Like you understand, like people's attention spans are like 2 seconds, bro. Yeah, they turn that shit off real quick.
Yeah, but I haven't seen one that was 30 seconds, but I've been seeing some other ones that was just like
they get excessive.
Like, all right, we don't need a producer tag and we don't need a director tag now too.
Yeah, I mean everybody's got their own little thing. Mine, I just put like 47 Films in is near. Like in the video, like I don't want it to make it the focal point. Like I want y'all to see who shot the shit,
right?
But I want y'all to pay attention to the fucking video. Like y'all gonna know 47 Films the end is near,
yeah.
Right.
If y'all really fuck with the video, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, if you think the video hard, you gonna look for the tag.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
You know, I don't need to have a fucking 30-second clip of my name. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So with that being said, I think this would be a great segue to get into these videos.
Oh yeah, for sure. So
We doing that.
Yeah, I'll let you pick. I'll let you pick which video you want us to play. We're on your YouTube right here.
Okay. So there's difference. What type of sauce y'all want, man? I got the illegal street racing scene that was all over the news. I got music videos.
That shit was fire.
I got interviews. That. I mean, what type of flavor do y'all want?
I kind of want to look at this little West Side one. What you think?
Let's start with that little West
Side.
Side.
The little West Side joint on.
Yeah. And then this, we do the West Side, then we do this, this Lord win with OG Marco.
All right, that's good. Make sure that bit in 4K. Man, she's so talented, man. She got so much energy.
Shout out to West Side.
Shout out to Lil West Side. She gonna be at the End Is Near Live, July 30th.
Catch a stain on me. That's why I be riding with that thing on me. Tryna spin a Benz with the tank on E, but I got enough gas to go put that boy to sleep. Bitch, I'm from my west where they gon' bang for me. Put my niggas on your head, they just might bang for free. And I stay with killers, so don't play with me. Like the alphabet, always blitz cause they eager to flee. It's been a minute, but it's time to call some help. She wanna fuck me cause she love the way I smell. Ayy, them hoes gon' rape me if I ever go to jail. Them boys don't like me, they don't want me to prevail. I said fucking 9 to 5, bitch, give me a scale. Tryna weigh it up, but I ain't talking about myself. Making direct posts but claim you gangsta, I can't tell. Niggas really got me second guessing if they males.
Spaz.
No, I'ma keep me a Glock when I'm outside. Fucking your bitch, tell the hoe keep her mouth wide. Never shot shit in your life, nigga, start lying. Sneak this to me like your nigga did not die. I'm tryna get to the spinach, no Popeye. She eat it up, got me looking real cockeyed. I get confused when hoes ask me in my tie. Bitch, my dick fake and stay up and don't get tired. She from the south, but she fucking Lil West Side. Yeah, she want all of it. Give her a press, she eat all the dick. My niggas all in her jaws and shit. She coming out with no drawers and shit. You know I'm all in her walls and shit. She put it up, want me to get her a jig. Bitch, I go hit for hit when niggas drop a song, that's a hit or miss. I don't go this
God
this
damn,
this
she's
when he
spazzing.
disappear. Like poof, he out of here. You would've thought a nigga did a magic trick. December 25th, only wrote guns down on my Christmas list. She ain't in love with you, she ate me like a Lunchable. That hoe too fuckable, I bet you don't know what to do. Bitch, I'm big general, our car plays like an audible. My niggas bad boys, cause one call they gon' come for you.
Shout out Lil West Side. What's the story behind the video?
That was a run and gun. I'm gonna be real. Like I'm not even gonna sit here and act like there's something playing in. That was a run and gun. I really want to show y'all an unreleased video, but I would have to get the okay, bro. Like the shit I got with the same olds right now. Yeah, I ain't gonna call them, bro. But it's like the shit I got with it. I'm sitting on 2 videos.
We'll do that off air.
Y'all think the Lil West Side, because you gotta think I started filming a little bit different. I started doing a little bit of different shit. That was like old. Like I'm sitting on like fire shit. So like I'd say do like the Benny Banks joint.
All right, this one right here.
Yeah, that one's like, you see the way I transition more. So that's one of the End Is Near family. Shout out to Benny Banks, that's my brother. Completely dripped out and fucking End Is Near everything. But that's like my brother, man. That's the big homie. But you see, I just put the shit real subtle, like something quick.
Bitch, you fucking with my enemies, you cannot have my energy.
I know y'all see that shit.
Red and white, you looking like you fronty seat. I don't know them niggas, why they tryna stare right next to me. Skirting in the ass, try to I think that that's the remedy. Got it in me, nigga, like some motherfucking.
Man, these transitions crazy.
That's what I was trying to tell you, bro.
She loving it. Pour 6 of watt, got me drowsy, hit the function switch. Manual right now, and I'm in traffic, watch me clutch and shift. Young night rider, baby, her pennies focused. I don't need to show it, just don't give me a motive. I'm trying to spin the block, and McLaurin not a motive. Then she broke my heart again, and I don't think she noticed. I just need the cash, I just need the racks. When you level up, that's when they start looking back. Nigga 190E, please don't play with me. I heard you wanna smoke, I'ma go and get the team. Nigga, big boy bag. Nigga, go and get a bag. Nigga, be about your bag. Nigga, big boy bags. Love it. Nigga, big boy bags. Full of blue hundreds to the brim. I'm saying shit with the ones that's really lit. I'm just trying to find a little place where I can take a trip and smoke a couple spliffs, cause I don't give a shit. Ay, niggas get to hating when they mad. Niggas get to hating when you said what you did and you ain't brag. Better be glad I'm not your dad, cause I get to swinging that belt, not the motherfucking jealous at your ass. Not the jealous at your ass, nigga. Call to bring the beat back. Nigga, Mr. Lean, Mr. Watt. Guess I need a little drink in my cup. I ain't wanna start, she a slut. She just wanna fuck, but only take a dick in the butt. I told her she a trip, and I did. Proceed into the conversation with my fucking spliff.
So man, like, that's like his homies. Like, we didn't even have a lot of people either. Like, that was a mixture of like the car shit. I mean, Let Me Enjoy Myself's fire too. Shout out to O. The car shit though, bro. That shit, we made history. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. 904 Bandits, Outsiders, I-95 Riders, Stang Life Jack, Skated Team Racing, End Is Near CC. Like, bro, I was in that car shit for less than a month, bro. Took that shit over, like, real quick. Nobody was putting out video. They didn't have a videographer doing what I did. So, bro, like, I made a whole car club outside of it, bro. So, like, the car move, it's just dead now, bro. They did 200 tickets, 5 arrests, and they still doing arrests now. I had to hop a curb they, like, swarmed our meet, bro. I don't know if y'all saw that shit on the news. That shit was crazy, bro, and I documented all that shit. Like, we were in the newspapers, Folio magazine, I don't know if that's how you say it.
Yeah.
All that shit. So, like, if y'all get time, definitely check that out sometime.
Yeah. I saw the film on it. That shit was pretty dope. How you shot it for sure.
Of course. I made it a whole movie.
Yeah.
Fucking The End Is Near, the movie. It's, like, from start to finish, all the car shit that happened, bro. Like, that shit was the most adrenaline shit. I ain't gonna say what I did. I was just filming for educational purposes only. So that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was dope, man. I was looking at the transitions, man. This shit was crazy.
Let the Oak one ride too, bro. This one's crazy too,
yeah,
bro.
we got you.
The transition, I mean, that's a new style I've been going. Y'all gonna see after, like, the next videos that drop, going more cinematic, more natural lighting. I'm just burnt out on the colors, burnt out on all that shit. So
Yeah.
this is another one of the artists performing July 30th. Storyboarded project.
Came through, side of the eye, let me tear on my eye. Smoking in door on the outside. Been around the corner on the south side. Little shot like Papa Bean, got her eyes wide. Going hard, she was sweating out a highlight. Hit him in the front, the boys out of that ride. Middle finger out the window with a ride by. Getting stuck with a mixed cup, man, wanna get rolled like a body in a roll. Smoking on the weed, boy, know the shit suck. I'm a bougie ass stoner, don't get no fuck. Ice in the mud, keep from the buzz. She the one love, she in love with the dog. through, finna jump. Buddy in a hole in a bump. What you call slump? What you call hit 120 out of motherfucking roll. Call that stupid with 2 O's. 56 grams and they all get rolled. Who got the smoke? Who got the smoke? Yeah, bitch, who got the dope? Who got the area? Who got the scope? Who got the class shit? Who got the road? Who got the sledge? And let me call bro. Who back the spaz? Motherfucker, that's old. Skinny motherfucker, big phone. Ready, set, go, get blown at the show. Jumping in the 5th row. Bitch, I'm automatic when I hop up in the yo. Kitty kilo, many flows in the phone. Any, money, more tag on my toe. They were looking at me crazy when I walked up at the mall. Stepped outside, heard her locking at the door. Guess I ain't welcome back here no more. They don't really know how you feel, my boy. Only thing that matter, keep it real to the core. Wait, hold up. Should've been know how the fuck we rockin'. What's up? Straight drop on the mic if it came from the squadron. Young Martians gon' retard it. Hard to stop it once I get started. Talking my shit.
That shot right there was fucking terrifying. I swear to God.
Deep in the bitch like a whip hit, boy. Slide in the Hyundai like it was a Royce. I pop a little stud, done got me on point. I'm rocking this shit like a beastie boy. Can't even see straight, I'ma still keep going. They look at my cut like, what is you pump? Got a rock of love in the shit looking like poison. What? Is you crazy? Not a role model, don't follow me, baby. Got a biscuit on my side, no gravy. Just for my safety, but ain't no safety. Who do you in my P? Just maybe. Any motherfucker hate really don't phase me. Hit a bit raw, fuck around, make a pastry. Live your best life on the daily.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to Squadron 4. Shout out to Oak. The craziest, like, bro. Y'all heard it, bro. That voice, that flow, like, whether or not you fuck with it, like, that man has his own fucking voice and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, bro, that shot where the car drove over the camera, trying to see if that would work, bro, was absolutely terrifying. Cause like
I wouldn't even attempted it, but salute to you.
Yeah,
bro. And it wasn't like even like it's not something I even used that long. You know, it was like 3 seconds.
Right.
So yeah, man. I mean, bro, the shit I got coming out with same olds. Me and Marco had 2 videos. We had to take them down. Then the shit with DC2 Trill, like, bro, I'm sitting on a lot of shit. Shit with Ashton Chase, y'all probably don't know who that is. That's one of my homies that moved to New York. But I got a lot of fire shit that's about to come out. So
Sure, when you dropping that?
I don't have no official dates yet.
Okay.
So like with the same olds, they were the 100K. So it's whenever like the label says they can drop. You know what I mean? So I'm just waiting on the clearance for that, bro. But I'm telling you, when that shit drops, I'm like, damn. I'm gonna show y'all after the interview.
Yeah,
y'all see.
So yeah, man, we're gonna wrap this up, man. Let's go ahead and promote your show.
Yeah. So I got The End Is Near live at the 1904 Music Hall. Doors open at 7. I'm gonna tell y'all now, this is gonna be the craziest show y'all been to. Like, I say that 100% confidently. I'm gonna try to change the entire aesthetic of the 1904. So when y'all walk in, you feel like you're leaving Jacksonville, Florida. Bring everybody. You want to bring your grandma, you want to bring your little cousins, you want to bring your little sisters, I don't care. Everybody's invited. No beef. If y'all beefing with somebody, leave that shit at the door. Everybody's coming to have a good time. We got acts from Black Toilet, Benny Banks, Taylor Ronan, Lil Westside, Moonchild, The Same Olds, Max P, and Acid. I'm trying to think who else on there. I'm blanking out. Fucking a lot of fire artists on the show. Come up, and I'm gonna tell y'all now, this event is gonna be one y'all don't want to miss. It's gonna change just everything for me. Like, this is the first official End Is Near live show, and if this shit goes the way I think it will, we're gonna be throwing shows probably once a month, or every couple months we'll do one, just so they don't get stale. But bro, it's free. I mean, I spent thousands and thousands of dollars to get back to the city. The show is for 3 years of film, 2 years of clothing, so it's a celebration of that and a celebration of Jacksonville's fucking creatives. So y'all come out, even if y'all don't like nobody, come out and hustle, bro. Come network. Yeah. That whole fucking venue is gonna be full with every little inch of Jacksonville.
Sure, that's a big venue too. Like, to the people that's not in Jacksonville that's watching it, that's a big venue. That's a big deal. So salute to you on that.
Yeah, bro.
Sure. Especially to say you're gonna change the aesthetic. I'm
not gonna tell y'all everything, but when you
gotta keep some shit a surprise.
When you walk in, bro, you're gonna be like, all right, he wasn't playing. So I'll give y'all just a little hint. It's just gonna be just really, my aesthetic. VHS. I want you to walk into you're walking into my brain. I'm gonna just tell y'all that now. Y'all are gonna walk into my mind. I have a lot of the artists on there, people I've worked with since I started that took a chance with me. Shout out Max P. Fucking bought my first ever clothing when my clothing was falling apart because I didn't know what I was doing. You know, these are people I've worked with for years. So all quality artists, all quality following, bro. So whatever, you know, networking, whatever artist need y'all have, or if you just want to be just coming out, you know, being a part of history, this is going to be a part of history. Right. So come out, have a good time. Fucking, we gonna doors open at 7. We gonna be fucking raging. If there's not police outside by the time the event's over, I failed y'all. So I'll leave it at that. So
all right, plug all your socials.
So Instagram Benz__47, which is gonna be everything. It's gonna be any releases, videos, clothing. Then I got the End Is Near collection, which is at the End Is Near collection, which is all strictly End Is Near clothing. The End Is Near CC, which is strictly the car group. And then my behind the scenes director, which is at 47Films. He does all my behind the scenes work, and he's basically does everything on my right hand side. He's like, anything I don't do, he's my right hand man. He handles all the behind the scenes work, so make sure to go to 47Films_ behind the scenes, or BTS. Tap in with all his work. He's been working less than a year, dude. He's gonna be fucking crazy if he taps in. So my YouTube channel is 47Films, or you can type in Benz47. And Twitter, I don't really fucking get on Twitter. That's more like a personal thing. But Benz__47. I don't get on Twitter that much other than see people have meltdowns. So that's it, y'all. I mean, Instagram and YouTube. Tap in with me. I'll get y'all, if you need a music video, interview, commercial, or if you just need a friend, hit me up.
Yes, sir. Yeah, make sure y'all tap into all that, man. It's been an amazing episode. I'm glad we tapped in with you for sure.
No, I'm glad we did this, because I'm going to tell y'all now, y'all were honestly very welcoming. This whole environment is comfortable. Like, I didn't even feel like I was doing an interview. Felt like I've known y'all. Y'all were strangers, and I felt like I've known y'all.
That's the objective, man. We ain't trying to be on no fed shit, man. We ask simple questions. We want everybody to be comfortable.
Yeah.
And chill vibe. Don't make it feel like a regular interview. Make it just feel like a conversation. So
exactly. Shout out to them boys.
Shout out them shades too.
Yeah, hey, for sure. Man.
I had to get y'all right, man. Y'all, if you a Jacksonville artist and you think you got something to say, y'all come tap in on this podcast. They're gonna treat you right. They're gonna get you the right questions. They really gonna, make you feel like a family. So y'all make sure to come reach out, tell your story, and they'll help you tell that story. Yes, sir, it's been Benz 47 with 47Films. The End Is Near. Signing off.
Yes, sir. With all that said, we out.